Hello and welcome to Builder's Haven. I've recently hit 100 subscribers. Well, not that recently. I'm a little bit behind on making these videos, but somewhat recently I hit 100 subscribers. And so I put up a poll on my channel asking what you wanted to see, and this is the video you guys decided, so it's what I'm making. Some things that make a bad Lego mech is when it's just an upscaled figure. Something like the mechs that they're doing now, where there's nothing special about it. It just looks like the figure, but bigger. That's a terrible mech. That's just a suit. Or when someone has no need for a mech, like the Superman mech. Even if you thought it looked good, Superman doesn't need a mech. He already has super strength, he already has laser beams, he already has flight. There's nothing a mech can give him. It's just superfluous, unnecessary. Or like the Ant-Man mech. I know a lot of people really don't like this one, and I think they're absolutely right. If there's an Ant-Man mech, it should be a mech, not a bigger version of Ant-Man. I get maybe they're doing it so that you can have your regular Ant-Man figure, but then just make two sets. More money. There shouldn't be a mech there. Especially when in the same line of sets, you have another mech that's supposed to be a mech. It's just confusing. Another thing that makes a bad mech is if it just looks bad. Like the UCS Hulkbuster. Now, I don't hate it as much as most people do, but it's not great. A good Lego mech is something that makes sense. Like an Iron Man mech. Iron Man has mechs. That makes sense. It's also nice when they have additional features. Something like how the Boba Fett mech had the flamethrower. It's not just a bigger figure, it has something. Or when it incorporates an element of the character, like the Luke Skywalker mech, how it has an X-Wing on the back. I think that's the best way to go. Like, it makes sense. Maybe it would never be in Star Wars, but if you're gonna make Star Wars mechs, at least tie it into Star Wars. There's no difference than from a Marvel mech to a Star Wars mech right now, because they're just the figure, but bigger. Like, I don't understand why all these characters, realistically, would just be walking around in giant versions of themselves. And another one, it seems kind of obvious, like how Bad Ones, one of the criteria was ugly. It's just that it doesn't look dorky. Like some of the mechs, they just look chubby and weird, and I don't think that makes a good mech. Finally, a good mech will have a good figure, because one of the biggest upsides I've heard to this newer style of mech is that they have great figures for a good price. And that's true. I'm not a big fan of the mechs. I have 2 or 3. But if it comes with a good figure, then absolutely, why wouldn't you get one for $15? We've covered what makes a bad mech. We've covered what makes a good mech. But something that sets them all apart, a great mech. Something original. I don't have that much against Marvel or Ninjago cockpits and the armor pieces. Like, yeah, it makes them super easy to customize or make your own. And you can have a good mech that uses those. You could even have a pretty good mech. I would say you could have a great mech. It would be hard. But for the necessity of the category, I would say a great mech needs to be original. It doesn't use any standardized design. It needs to look epic. Like the Ultra Monkey Kid mech. I saw the first 5 episodes of Monkey Kid. I was not a fan, but that Ultra Monkey King mech looks amazing. A good mech has to be unexpected, but not outlandish. I feel like in almost all mythos, mechs aren't standard. Like, sure, there are a couple places, but for the most part, mech is either some sort of last stand or specialized thing. I feel like mechs shouldn't be this thing that everybody has. They should be, like I said before, unexpected, but not outlandish. You wouldn't want a giant dog. That wouldn't look cool. Maybe a giant dog will look cool, but you'd have to play it right to have a giant dog mech. I feel like there's a line, but you want something that no one's gonna see coming. like the first Spinjitzu Master Mech from Season 2 of Ninjago. It looks great. It's not like the greatest looking mech ever, but it looks good. And it wasn't expected, but it made sense in the story. And I feel like that's all you can ask for from a mech. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing. There's supposed to be some statistic about telling people to subscribe makes them not want to subscribe, but I don't know about you, but when I finish a video, I close the tab pretty immediately, and so sometimes I intend on subscribing, but then I forget. So, not that you have to, but just don't forget if that is your plan. My next 4 videos should be daily. I had some really fun ideas, but then I got swamped down with finals, and if I'm being completely honest, the Ninjago update of LEGO Fortnite, it's really fun.